Hello everyone, this is Hadrian. Thank you for being here. I have a quick channel announcement to share with you guys. I say quick because earlier tonight, you guys are probably watching this in the morning, but I'm recording this on Saturday night. I recorded a very long version of this recording that frankly, while I was editing it and getting it ready to be put into video and audio form with various supporting imagery and stuff like that, just to bring it together, it was kind of almost like it was look ahead length, frankly. I was just like, wait a minute, this is getting a little bit long. And then out of nowhere, the program I was using to edit it crashed as well. So it's kind of providential because I thought about it and I was like, well, I can probably say this in many, many fewer words. So the channel, as of today, is going to half schedule. Doesn't mean anything's wrong. It just means that I am very, 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 very busy. And in the best interests of my just personal well-being, and also the future of the channel, I am going to cut the current amount of content production in half. There is still going to be daily content on the channel. This is something that I planned for. I actually mentioned the half schedule concept in a look ahead, I believe, or possibly just a channel announcement months ago. And I said if I ever needed to do it, I would. And this is actually right around the time that I suspected when I said that. You know, if there was a time I'm like, sometime maybe this fall I might be doing this. But then also when I'm working on my dissertation in a year or two, I could potentially do it as well, just for certain periods when I know I'm going to be really, really busy. So this is, again, nothing out of the ordinary for me. I don't want anyone to be alarmed, but I am, again, taking the channel to half schedule. So what this means is that there's going to be content every other day in each time slot rather than daily. So there's still going to be daily content, but content in Lord of the Scots, content in Crusader Kings 2. I'm sorry, those are both... I just said the same thing twice. But content in each time slot, 12 p.m. and 6 p.m., will alternate. So there's still going to be daily content, but like, for instance, Lord of the Scots is going to be every other day. Against All Odds is going to be every other day. And there are two basic reasons that I'm doing this. The first reason is, like I said, work. It has to do with just the fact that I'm finding myself in a very busy period, and I'm realizing that at this juncture, for me to continue trying to put out content at the rate that I've been putting it out, especially considering the fact that I'm doing the co-op series with Mal, but other things as well, which I'm about to get to. By the way, the co-op series with Mal is going to stay daily because that's a different animal. Those episodes have to come out at the same time. But that's how that's going to work. But I've just had so much going on that I've just recognized that given what I have to do not related to the channel that's been coming up, I need to take a bit of a breath, and I need to cut back on the amount of content I'm producing for a bit. So this is going to be an indefinite change. I don't say that to alarm anyone or frighten anyone or make anyone feel like, oh my god, he's not putting a definite return date on it. What's happening? Oh my god. No, don't panic. It's just me giving myself flexibility because that's what I need to breathe right now, and that's what I need to make sure that I can accomplish all of my obligations, including keeping the channel going and keeping you guys entertained and happy and fun-loving as a community as you've always been. So, well, I hope you've always been entertained. That's certainly my desire, but I don't think I can necessarily have a guarantee of it, but I hope so. So that is the current situation. I want to also, again, I want this to be a shorter video than the one I made previously. But I do want to also put out a bit of a request. One of the reasons, the other reason that I'm having to do this in addition to work is I have run into some technical difficulty. As many of you know, I have really, really fought hard to get a perfect audio solution over the past 6 months or so. And I thought I had it until today when I realized that an error in the software that I use to layer my commentary once I've edited the commentary for background noise onto the video and audio recording from the gameplay. The software that I use to do that layering and combining, every now and then will spit out an error. It doesn't do it to every file, but I found out that when the error is spit out one too many times in a single session, it's actually, even though the file would always complete and everything would seem fine, it's actually not fine. It is offsetting the commentary and desyncing my commentary with the file, which is not cool. And here's the problem. I don't have a solution. So this is an open call for help. I don't know what to do. At this point, for my recordings going forward, I am going to switch to using OBS instead of Bandicam to record. So I'm using new software because I found when I did a few of those surprise streams last month that actually the noise gate in OBS is quite good compared to the noise gate that I was using in pair with Bandicam. So I'm going to go back to using a noise gate solution rather than noise editing my commentary for the time being. So you will, if those of you who might wear headphones while I'm talking, you will hear some background noise while I'm talking, but then when I'm not talking, it'll cut out. And hopefully there won't be as much consonant cut off because again, the noise gate is better. But I just have to, until I find a solution to this issue that I'm having, without going into a ton of detail, the problem is that when these kinds of things pop up, I have to babysit the process of the videos being prepared after I record them, and it should all be automated. It should all just be, okay, this step, then this step, then this step, whatever I need done to them, whether it's audio editing, compressing the video, whatever, I need to be able to say, okay, do these 7 or 8 videos in a row, whatever it is, and I need to walk away and be able to do other things with my life. The second I feel like not only do I have to spend my time recording, but babysitting the process, making sure they don't have errors, regardless of the software that I'm using, there's a problem when that happens. So that's kind of where I am right now. So I describe all of that to say, if any of you have any suggestions or expertise on how someone could go about having, for instance, layering audio commentary onto a video and audio track without running it through Premiere or anything like that, because I record using H.264 codec, and Premiere for whatever reason doesn't like H.264, and I've been through this, and the solution that I'm looking for is one that just simply allows me to layer my commentary without any kind of re-encoding or decoding or anything, running it through any kind of editing program. I just want to say, hey, add this edited noise-proofed commentary file that I just worked on in Audition to this video, and I'm done. That's what I want. So if anyone has any suggestions on how to do that, let me know. I'm going to keep looking into how to solve the existing problem that I have with the system that I use, because actually what I just described to you is what I'm looking for. That's what I have right now. It's just apparently it's not perfect. So unfortunately, until I can get it working 100% again to where I can trust it to do the right thing every time, I'm going to have to use an alternate recording method. And again, just on account of all this stuff going on and the stuff I have outside of the channel going on, I am, just for my own sake and for the sake of the channel and just life and stress levels and happiness and such, I'm going to take the channel to half schedule. And you won't necessarily see an announcement when the channel pops back to full schedule in the future. It'll just pop back. One day you'll look up and hey, there's 2 episodes every single day. That's a happy thing. And I will still be doing miniseries that would be daily as well. I mentioned the Mal series will continue being daily. But if I do a 5-off episode of like The Long Dark or a more Avon Colony, for instance, then you'll see me in that. You'll definitely see me using daily content for that. So it's not like there's just going to be one video a day in either time slot. There will be other things to mix it up. But anyway, hope no one's too thrown by this. Again, I want to assure everyone that I am just fine. I'm stressed. I'm busy, but that's not a bad thing. It just means I have good things happening in my life, and I need to make sure, frankly, that YouTube doesn't get in the way. So that's all that this is, and I have no intention of walking away from the channel. This has been one of the most fun things I've done in years as far as using my creative energies. And creating communities, and there are so many things that I love about YouTube, and not just other things that I love about YouTube, but there are so many things that I love to do that YouTube happens to facilitate, and I can just bring all of that into this little channel that we've built together, and it's been a blast. So I don't want anyone to be concerned. I'm just trying to do the right thing for me right now. So hopefully no one's too upset. Hopefully don't have an exodus of subscribers or a drastic drop in views. You know, there have been times in the channel where the channel's gone dark for a day or two, or sometimes 3 at a time, and the channel's still grown. So I'm not pessimistic right now. I'm not suddenly thinking that something bad is going to happen. I'm still going to be producing content regularly. It's just the rate will be cut by 50% for a bit until I can, number one, feel less stressed with the stuff I have to do in my day job, and number two, solve this technical issue. And I might not solve it. I might just go back to using, I might just switch to using OBS and using that noise gate, because it works. It works a lot better. There's less consonant cutoff. I really don't have any issues with it. So yeah, there's that too. We'll see how it goes. But anyway, if you have any questions about this and you're just curious about what's going on, I mean, comments are welcome as always. You guys just let me know what you think or what you're curious about, or if there's anything that I wasn't clear on, I'm happy to clear it up. And if I somehow egregiously just missed something or explained something poorly, I am happy to even do another video to make sure everyone understands what's going on with the channel. So anyway, thanks as always for watching. Comments are always welcome. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you in a bit.